Am I the bleep bleep for not ordering food to avoid paying the bill? Alright, let me start by saying this whole situation was never about being cheap or avoiding responsibility. I'm a 28-year-old guy, and I was raised to always be mindful of fairness, whether that's splitting bills or treating people with respect. But recently, something happened that has me questioning if I went too far, and now my friends think I'm a total jerk. The story involves me and my group of friends, all of them women. We've been close for years, but apparently, my decision to sit out on ordering food at a recent dinner has made me public enemy number one. It all started when one of my friends suggested we get together for a girls' night out dinner. I know what you're thinking. Why was I even invited? But they assured me it wasn't just for the girls. They wanted me there too. I thought it'd be fun, so I agreed to come along. Now here's the thing. I've noticed a bit of a pattern with this group. Every time we go out, the bill ends up being a nightmare. Someone always suggests splitting it evenly, regardless of who ordered what. And guess what? I always seem to end up paying way more than what I actually ate or drank. I'm not a big eater, and I'm definitely not ordering cocktails or appetizers for the whole table. But my friends, oh, they go all out. Think fancy drinks, starters, mains, and dessert. And somehow, I'm expected to foot the same share as everyone else. So, when I got invited to this dinner, I already had a sinking feeling that the same thing would happen. I figured I'd go, hang out, but not order anything. That way, I wouldn't be on the hook for a bill that wasn't reflective of what I actually consumed. Fast forward to the night of the dinner. We met at this trendy, upscale restaurant. You know, the kind where everything on the menu has a name so fancy you need a translator. My friends were all dressed up, laughing and chatting, and the vibe was great. When the server came around to take orders, I politely told him I wasn't hungry and would just have water. Cue the looks from my friends. "What? You're not eating?" one of them asked, her eyebrows practically hitting the ceiling. "Nah," I said, keeping my tone casual. "I had a late lunch, so I'm good." They shrugged it off at first and went back to ordering their usual feast, a round of cocktails, a charcuterie board, entrees that probably cost as much as my weekly groceries, and of course, dessert. As the night went on, I started feeling a bit awkward. While they were enjoying their meals, I was just sitting there sipping my water and occasionally chiming in on the conversation. I could tell some of them were side-eyeing me, but no one said anything directly until the bill came. The server placed the check in the middle of the table, and suddenly the mood shifted. One of my friends picked it up and said, "Okay, so it's $300 total. Should we just split it evenly?" My stomach dropped. Here we go. I cleared my throat and said, "Actually, I didn't order anything, so I'll just throw in for the tip." You would have thought I'd slapped someone. The table went silent for a second before one of them said, "Wait, you're not contributing to the bill at all?" I explained calmly that since I didn't eat or drink anything, I didn't think it made sense to pay. Another friend chimed in, "Yeah, but you were here enjoying the vibes and the service. Shouldn't you chip in for that?" At this point, I could feel the tension rising. "I don't mind covering my part of the tip," I said again, "but I didn't eat or drink anything, so I don't think it's fair to split the bill evenly." The argument that followed was intense. Some of them understood where I was coming from, but others were livid. One of my friends said, "It's not about the food, it's about the principle. When we go out as a group, we all share the cost." Another added, "You knew we'd be splitting the bill. If you weren't planning to pay, why even come?" I tried to explain that I came for the company, not the food, and that I'd been burned too many times by the split evenly rule, but they weren't having it. By the end of the night, I could tell things were awkward. We all said goodbye, but the vibe was totally off. Over the next few days, I started hearing through the grapevine that some of them were really upset. One even called me cheap and said I was ruining the dynamic of the group. A couple of others reached out to say they understood my point, but wished I'd handled it differently. Now, I'm stuck wondering if I messed up. Was it wrong of me to attend the dinner, knowing I wasn't going to order anything? Should I have just sucked it up and paid my share to keep the peace? Or is it unreasonable for them to expect me to split a $300 bill when I didn't even touch the food? What do you think? Was I wrong for not ordering anything and refusing to split the bill? Or were my friends out of line for expecting me to pay when I didn't eat or drink? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts on this one.